Maybe his mic wasn't working.
Was that actually Bill Gates?
Yeah, bro. It's wild, man. So after I had my experience, right, where I punched him in the face, and I tackled him through a black hole, and he decided to sing the New You with me, right? After that, I went on Facebook. I typed in his name. I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh no, bro. Where else do I possibly look for Bill Gates? And then I had an epiphany. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the big brain, you know
it. And so I searched him up on Skype, and I found him real quick. I actually found like 3 of them. But this one seemed correct. This is the right one that was calling to me. And so I messaged him.
One.
Yeah, and we were talking for a little bit. And then I added him to the call. When he called me. He called me, and I pulled him in last week. It's pretty cool, man. I'm glad that Bill's on our side at long last. Thanks to the big brain. The supreme brain. I still don't really know how to work the supreme part into my title. Seems like a lot.
Hold on. So, if that's Bill Gates, I thought you said he was a reptilian, and reptilians are bad. I still don't get all
I'm also a reptilian, but I'm good.
But you're not a reptilian anymore. You said you were in a past life.
Duane was saying in his current life, because my tailbone is long. Speaking of Duane,
well,
maybe he can answer our questions.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you were a reptilian in a past life. And it's like phantom sensation.
Are my birds too loud?
Because isn't it like Buddhism or whatever that is? They believe in reincarnation and you have different forms in past lives.
Bro, that's fake. The evil reptilians made that up. I'm going to break free of the time loop. I'm going to do it this year. I know that Duane said that it takes like 50 years. But I'm going to speedrun it.
Realistically, it does, just like it takes you 50 years to become 50. Okay, you don't do it in 1 year.
But if I'm the decider, can I just decide that I'm 50?
Well, you can think whatever you want, okay? But the whole of life is its own reality. There is a difference, and so through the process of creation, you're going to, little by little, see the difference because it's really big stuff. Yeah, it's not just in your mind.
Duane, do you have any experiences to share?
Yes, but you wouldn't understand them, so that's why we're listening to yours.
Well, I'm willing to hear you out.
Yeah, but mine aren't like yours.
What are they like?
How are we going to understand them if you never teach us?
Well, I am, but the way to do that is to start off with you, okay? So, again, it's like a teacher teaching the first graders, okay? So the teacher can talk, but these kids are first graders. They're not going to understand what the teacher says. So the teacher starts with the kids. First the teacher says, okay, everybody stand up one at a time and tell us your name and where you're from and, you know, blah, 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 that, you know, get a little background there, get things going, etc. And that's what we're doing. And so just like you were sharing your experiences before, and Phil here had some far out experiences. You see, you kids are having them, and this is all part of your reality to understand what you're going through. I know what I'm going through, okay? But I'm here to show you what you're going through so you understand what you're going through, okay?
I think.
Yeah, it's about you. It's not about me, it's about you. So we'll start off with you.
Starting off, okay. I'm Eric Gaimur. I live in San Diego. 26.
I meant that when you were in the first grade, Eric. Now, you're not. Phil, help me out here today. Okay? Give this kid an aspirin. Okay, you're not in the first grade anymore. You're way past that. So we've already done a few of these things, so we know what we're doing. So go ahead, you You
Okay.
you know,
I
you
wanted to
should
make sure
have.
we were
Here's
in the
the
program.
idea. When I taught classes, I told people, look, if you're going to come here, not going to just be to hang out or whatever. You're going to come here, you need to bring an experience. Okay, that's the whole idea. So you got a whole week to write something down the best you can, and then we'll talk about it, help you out, or what you see from it or whatever, but you bring an
Yeah, I did
experience.
that.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that you and Phil and anyone else had an
Well, yeah.
experience this week, and that's what you're going to share. It's called sharing. Go ahead.
Kind of a weird one. Kind of short. I really only have one this week. I was walking down like a local street. You know those local streets. And I was there with Rebisar on one side and Bill Gates on the other. And I think we had our arms linked, I think. And we were talking about awareness and the time loop. It was really fascinating stuff. If only I could remember exactly what was said. Then Rebisar congratulated me for defeating the Supreme Deceptor. I felt pretty cool. I told him I also decided that I won first place at a Fortnite tournament, and he congratulated me for that too. Kind of a nice guy. Uh, but then I was looking down the street. I saw some figure moving, and I kind of squinted to activate my binoculars. And I saw that it was that chubby guy again. He was running up to us at like really fast speed. And when he finally reached us, he suplexed me into the ground, which was like super messed up. I didn't know what was going on, man. And he looked down at me while I was on the ground, and he just said the word "butt cat." I don't know if you were there for Rick's experience previously, but that's like I think it's a metaphor for the time loop and how to break free of it. So I'm not sure why he said that to me, but that's all I can remember of it.
Okay, so let's take that part right there. So again, Rebisar is there building you up, and you have Bill Gates. So was Rebisar on the right side and Bill on the left?
Bill was on the right.
Bill was on the right.
Bill was on the right.
Okay. And Rebisar's on the left. Okay, so
Yes.
all right. So that in there's little things about the action of the scene you're in, and that is left is past and right is future. Okay, so and you guys are holding like arm in arm, like a man and woman would, like arm in arm. You know, you've got your arms around each other. Is that it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. So you're like buddies and
Or
arm in arm.
like best friends. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like one of those movies where Singing in the Rain or whatever. Okay, so
Did you do that movie?
yeah, yeah. So again, Bill Gates, for some reason, is in your future, and this is very, very interesting. Now, maybe in your mind you think that's a good thing, but again, there's a real challenge there because Bill Gates is, you know, one of the biggest Nazis in the world that destroys people.
Bro, he's in our group.
He's in your group.
Remember last week? I was talking about how I had this experience where we sang "Knew You" together on the beach. I got him to be interested in awareness and learning from you, so I brought him into the group.
Okay. Okay, that's right. I remember now. Yeah, so, okay. Just don't throw caution to the wind. In other words, take it with a grain of salt because these people are tricky. So watch your impressions of him, and you want to learn to see his intent because he's bought off by the world controllers, and he has a particular intent, like many people like him, like Elon Musk, Trump, and so many others,
I've
etc.
talked to Elon.
The what?
I've talked to Elon. I told him I was going to steal his rocket, and he blocked me.
So the idea is then Fubi runs up and he knocks you down. Now, did
He
he knock you?
suplexed me.
Did he knock you down on your back?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you look straight up at him or who you're
Yeah.
standing with? Yeah. Okay. The idea of that is they want you grounded. Okay. When you're lying on the back, I know it's kind of funny, I've been there many times myself on the real side, talking to people. I'm laying on the ground on my back. Okay. Even directing things on my back. That shows you're grounded. In other words, you're looking up at the sky. All right. Now, if you're on your belly, that's your personal self. You're looking down on the ground. Okay. So that's a very limited view, but they want you grounded is what they'll do. And many people have this experience where they'll do that and you kind of wonder, what's going on here? But it's all about being grounded. Okay, do you understand what that means?
Yeah. To be on the ground.
Well, yes, you're on the ground, but it's
Isn't there some form of capital punishment being grounded?
Oh,
No.
that too.
No. Well, that's with your parents. Okay, you're grounded because, yeah, you took a car without asking. Okay, that's
So
different.
Bubby's not my dad.
No, this is about sensibility. Okay, to be grounded where you're at, to be now, and to pay attention. Okay, so again, your attention. So you notice when you're on the ground and looking straight up at the sky. Okay, your attention isn't on all the things of the world. All right, you have a focus there. All right, so little by little you'll learn what this means. It's very, very important. So you actually have some really privileged experiences, Eric. And the boys are doing this. Rebisar and Fubi, they don't do this with everybody, okay? But
They don't.
you have something. No, they don't.